Have you ever cracked your knuckles and wondered, what's going on in there? Is it bad for you? Or are there surprising benefits? Let's dive into the science and bust some myths. Knuckle cracking. It's something we've all done or heard someone else do. For some, it's satisfying. For others, it's downright annoying. But why does it happen? Does it harm your joints? Or could there actually be benefits to cracking your knuckles? Stick around, because we're cracking the code. Pun intended. When you crack your knuckles, here's what's actually happening. Inside your joints, there's a fluid called synovial fluid. This fluid lubricates your joints, like oil in a car engine. When you stretch or pull your joints, you reduce the pressure in that fluid. This drop in pressure causes gases like nitrogen and carbon dioxide to form bubbles. When the bubbles collapse or pop, that's the sound you hear. So no, you're not breaking your bones or damaging your joints. It's just physics and chemistry at work. Now let's tackle some common myths about knuckle cracking, starting with the big one. Does cracking your knuckles cause arthritis? Good news, studies have found no link between knuckle cracking and arthritis. One doctor, Donald Unger, even cracked the knuckles on one hand for 60 years while leaving the other untouched. And guess what? No arthritis in either hand. So, if your grandma told you to stop cracking your knuckles because it'll ruin your joints, you can tell her science says otherwise. Let's bust another myth. Knuckle cracking damages your joints. While some people believe it weakens them, there's no evidence that occasional cracking harms your joints in any way. Okay, here's where things get interesting. Believe it or not, cracking your knuckles might actually have some benefits. First, cracking your knuckles can increase your range of motion. If your fingers feel stiff, a quick crack might loosen things up temporarily. Second, there's a psychological benefit. Many people find the sensation satisfying and even relaxing, kind of like scratching an itch or stretching after sitting too long. And finally, while the science isn't fully settled, some researchers believe that cracking might help reduce joint stiffness by keeping synovial fluid moving. But remember, if cracking your knuckles causes pain or discomfort, it's a good idea to see a doctor. It could mean something else is going on. So, are there any risks? For most people, cracking knuckles is harmless. But if you're cracking too often, or using too much force, you might strain your ligaments or irritate the surrounding tissues. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about knuckle cracking. Did you know that not everyone can crack their knuckles? It depends on your joint anatomy and how quickly the gas bubbles reform in your synovial fluid. And here's another one. The sound of a knuckle